Hello everybody and welcome back to Fallout 76. So I'm going to be telling you about 10 essential tips everybody should know. So let's get right into it. Tip number 1. When mass opening perk card packs, you can cancel the entire animation and open them very quickly. The reason why you want to do this is so you can scrap those useless perk cards for perk points. Especially if you're a high level, you'll have tens of packs, like literally stacks of perk card packs. You might be avoiding opening them because it takes a while. What you do as soon as you press V or whatever button it is to open up the perk pack, like as soon as you see the little pack rip, like the little wrapper rip, you can immediately cancel it and just keep spamming that and you'll get them all open pretty much in seconds. Moving over to tip number 2. When server hopping for XP, start a casual team, but don't worry about waiting for 4 people and getting the 4 times bonus. Just get the 1 times bonus, and if someone else is on your team, then you'll get the inspirational bonus. The time you waste not killing and getting XP will add up to like 4 XP runs you missed in a single lunchbox use. You have 1 hour per XP run because that's how long lunchboxes last. So if you're wasting your time waiting around for the bonus to pop up, you're just wasting your lunchbox. So literally hop on a team, get that 1 times, and XP grind. You'll make the max out of it. Tip number 3, the rug glitch. This is well known since Fallout 4's building system. If you place any item on top of a rug, the item on top of the rug becomes and shares the hitbox of the rug, so they become one item. So doing this makes it so you can put things closer to each other, slightly merge items, and just get better placement on your furniture and utility. A great example is in this tent, I put a bunch of workshops like inside of it, and without doing the rug glitch, this would be impossible to do. Tip number 4, merging items together. Again, a very well-known tip. You can use power connectors or terrain to do this. I'll show you both methods real quick. So in order to merge items with the power connector, you're obviously going to need to learn the plan for that. In power connectors, it is called the pressure plates. Once you learn that, say you wanted this clock or any other kind of decoration on, the bottom shelf or the second shelf, right? Normally, you just can't. You can't. The only thing that these are used for, it's really weird. All you can do without this is just put things on the top shelf and it'll always be empty in the middle. But what you can do is get the placing right. I want it to be like right there on the second shelf. Then place it on top of the pressure plate. That you see how it goes up. It's on the floor and it goes up. Make sure it's on top of it. So now that you have it like this, you want to stand on top to where it sinks. Then you pick up the shelf and place it again, and you spam this, and you can see it's so easy. You can see the radio is sinking in. It's sinking in. With this, it's easier than the terrain one, because with the terrain one, some places where you build, you're not gonna be able to have terrain that does it. Basically, the same mechanic that you're using the same mechanic, but you're finding a piece of land where you kind of sink in. Bigger jumps, the more it sinks into the ground. So like if I wanted to sink less, I would have it to where it's barely in the ground. And if I wanted to sink a lot, I would go somewhere where it's like super sunk in the ground, like right here, and it would be a big jump. So this is obviously a lot easier for precision, but if you don't have this unlocked yet, you can use terrain, but you're gonna have to mess around with like the different levels of terrain, because how deep it sinks will affect how like the big jumps in the sinking of the object, so it's harder to be precise about it. Using this is a super good way of widening the creativity you have with your camp builds. There are some complex building glitches such as merging and floating things, but those are for another day. Tip number 5, utilizing the thirst zappers glitch going on right now. You can actually get the turbo fertilizer grenades and infinitely get crops. Combine this with the purified water routes, and you have infinite adhesive. One of the most used junks, but it's one of the hardest to get. Tip number 6, weight reduction cards do not affect anything put into your stash box. If you were under the impression that it did, it doesn't. Power armor chassis weighs 10 pounds, but with the perk card portable power, they weigh 2.5. But if I were to put a power armor chassis into my stash box, it would be taking up 10 pounds. So, it might be better to carry things on you with weight reduction perk cards than just storing them in your stash box. Tip number 7, double wallpaper. You can actually make it so a wall has wallpaper on both sides. All you have to do is put down 2 foundations and then put a doorway. It has to be a doorway, nothing else would work. Once you place one, the parallel side can place another inside out. You can edit and replace it and turn it into whatever kind of window, door, wall, anything. and then you can put wallpaper on both sides. Tip number 8. Use power armor chassis as power armor storage. So you just did a rad rumble and got an enormous amount of legendary power armor pieces. You obviously want to keep them because a 3-star scripts for 45, right? Each piece weighs like 20 pounds, but if you place it on an empty power armor chassis, you can throw on all legendary pieces and go from 120 pounds down to just 10. But you can make it a measly 2.5 pounds with the perk card I talked about earlier, portable power. Tip number 9, photo mode glitch. Once again, another well-known glitch, but in case you don't know yet, here it is. If there's a locked door you want to get through, or want to bypass certain quests and get into areas you're not supposed to be in, do this. Go up to the door, sprint into the corner with the door on one shoulder and the door hinge on the other. While sprinting, press pause to open up the map. Then open up photo mode. Then you want to kind of squish your character with the photo mode camera, push it into that corner, all whilst like holding forward. You never want to let go of like running forward. Then you simply just press tab or leave photo mode, and you'll just phase right to that door. You'll vibrate at the natural frequency of air and phase right through those molecules like you're Barry Allen, my guy. Tip number 10. A common misconception is that if you bulk junk, it lowers the weight, but in most cases it actually makes it heavier. Steel, plastic, and aluminum are heavier bulked than not. But this has been 10 tips for everyone. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help. I do want to say thank you guys for all the love and support you send me. It doesn't go unappreciated, but regardless, have a great rest of your day. Peace out.